sensation. Today I'm going to do a bit of a get to know me kind of tag and tell you guys a bit about my hairdressing journey, as I didn't really want to start posting on this channel without any explanation of who I am and what I do. Obviously it's hairdressing, but a little bit more in depth about me really. So let's get straight on with this video. My name is Farrah, I'm 19 years old and I'm a student at Camborne College studying hairdressing. I also have another YouTube channel which is called Beyond the Female, and I talk about kind of like femininity and give advice to young women my age. But for this channel, my goals are just to talk about hairdressing and to show you guys a bit more about what I actually do, without going too in depth about that because I kind of want to talk about it a bit later on in the video. My hairdressing journey began in 2013. I was about 13 to 14 years old, I believe, and I was working in my mum's ex-husband's salon at the time. And when I was working there, I was just doing little jobs like sweeping the floor, making teas and coffees for clients and giving them magazines, stuff like that. It wasn't really anything too in-depth at that time. From a young age, I've always been around the hairdressing environment, so I've always kind of grew up around hair, and watching my mum's ex-husband cut hair from a very young age obviously grew my interest in hairdressing, and that's how it all really began. Pretty much I grew up very fast, especially with being in a salon. You hear a lot of adult conversation, and if you are hairdressers as well and you're watching this video, you know that the conversations in a salon floor are interesting. Obviously back then I didn't really understand it. To be honest, I loved the kind of environment of it, and I loved how fast-paced it was and how creative it was as well. After being there for a few years, I then decided that, that's what I wanted to do as a career. So my first step in the proper world, you could say, to be a hairdresser, I decided to go to school and study BTEC Hairdressing Level 1, which is basically a Level 1 qualification. It's just a BTEC version, so it's lower, and so it's lower than the average qualification, but it's still hairdressing. So I studied that in school, passed it, and I got an A star in that. That is when I really started to become a lot more passionate about hairdressing. I started taking it very seriously. I was practicing on dolls' heads. By the age of like 14, I could perm hair, I could pretty much do a one length cut. I was doing foils, I could pretty much wash hair, I could do all the little things, but bearing in mind I was practicing on dolls' heads, I wasn't actually doing any clients at that time. After that, school finished and I went to college. I then studied Level 1 again. Reason being, it wasn't actually my choice. Basically, because it's a BTEC, it's very different to a normal college qualification. So they made me redo Level 1 again, which was very disheartening for me. I was already in the hairdressing environment. I pretty much knew quite a bit of stuff, and for me to be able to go and do it again and pretty much redo everything that I've done that first year was a bit upsetting for me. But I did it. I ended up qualifying, and leaving with a Level 1 qualification again. During my Level 2, I ended up getting a little bit distracted, and I think as well, because I started at such a young age, my passion, because I was made to do Level 1 twice, I feel like it ended up just the passion for hairdressing wasn't there anymore. I pretty much just lost my passion for hairdressing. So because of that reason, I ended up actually dropping out of college halfway through being qualified in my Level 2. Which always upsets me. I thought I was doing the right thing at the time, and yeah, I pretty much took a year gap. Throughout that year, when I was taking this gap, I really regretted it, but the thought of going back and having to redo Level 2 again, knowing that I've already been here with Level 1 and I'm pretty much having to do Level 2 again, kind of got the better of me. Here we are today. So yeah, here we are today, and I am now back in college. I'm all enrolled, I'm studying my Level 2. As you guys know, passion is there again. That is my story for kind of hairdressing really. It's been a bit of a roller coaster. This industry within hairdressing, I know it's kind of like that, to be honest, but I feel like that was the right thing for me to do, was take just a break out of hairdressing. It wasn't until I left hairdressing that I realised how passionate and happy I was doing it, really. So that's why I've returned this year. Now getting on to kind of the more interesting things. So this is my channel. I also have a Instagram page where I just post hairdressing photos and quotes. Everything is all dedicated to hairdressing, if you guys would like to follow me on there. Yeah, my goals for this channel to show you guys hairdressing and my progression. At the moment I am only a level 2 student, so I am still learning and I don't know everything, so bear with me. But I feel like that's the best thing about YouTube, is that you can show and video your progression. And with me being a hairdresser, I feel like there's going to be a lot of learning and there's going to be a lot of failures for me to get to where I want to be in life. If I haven't already told you guys, I would like to go on cruise ships as well. Hopefully you guys can follow my journey and follow what it's like for me to eventually get on cruise ships and work as a hairdresser on a cruise. So the goal is to really document my whole journey. I will be doing some cutting videos and showing you guys how to do like a 1-length cut and the things that I learned at college as well. Maybe some study videos. And hopefully if you are a hairdresser or even wanting to become a hairdresser, you can watch this channel, what the journey is. That's the end of this video really. That's all I've pretty much got to say. I haven't put out any set days of when I will be posting on this channel, just because I don't really want to do that and not be able to stick to it, as well because I do have my other YouTube channel. Yeah, if you're interested to see more, please follow my social handles. I will link everything in the description box down below. Also, whilst you're down there, don't forget to subscribe and hit the big thumbs up button. I hope you guys have a wonderful day.